Hey guys, this is the Baron back again. So of course with the China Rising DLC on approach within the week, I decided to make a quick concept for you guys that fits perfectly with the China Rising theme, or the China theme. And this is going to be a map revolving around the Great Wall of China. Now I have mentioned this in one of my last videos and I thought why not just think it a little bit more, give you a little more detail so you guys can add on to it and stuff like that. But before I start, I just wanted to mention some things. First of all, I do realize that this concept is way out there and is highly unlikely to be in the DLC because it's only like a week away and we've already seen the map names and stuff like that. I'll assume it would be offensive for a design of the Great Wall of China to be a battlefield in modern times. I mean, I think there's like some sort of rule or something that you can't go on historical landmarks and wage wars and stuff like that. I don't know, but well, I would find it wrong anyway. And finally, I will kind of contradict this by telling you my concept anyways, because I really don't care and it sounds awesome and it actually doesn't have to be a part of this DLC. It could be a part of the Final Stand DLC or whatever theme that is, we don't know. So anyway, I don't really care, so I'm just going to tell you because it sounds awesome and stuff like that. So let's get started. I'll start with the map design, and obviously this map plays around the Great Wall of China. This will take place in very lush forest areas in relatively rough terrain mountains during the day, with a few structured buildings located around the map to designate flag points and firefight areas. The wall would run vertically down the middle of the map. Each team would start off on left and right sides of the map, so opposite each other. This would be a very large map. Now I generally talk about conquest designs rather than other modes, because it is the easiest to describe where stuff is. There will be 6 flags, 2 will be outlying flags on each side of the wall, and this will be indicated by structures and areas like small village, forest opening, and an underground reservoir, which I've thought up. The flag point will be located around the map in a linear fashion, so sort of like a 2x2x2 design. The last 2 flag points will be on the Great Wall itself, one on top of the wall and one below the wall in the same design as before. There will be staircases in the wall, ladders, and I would say elevators, but it doesn't really make sense that there's elevators in the Great Wall of China. It's meant to be a historic place and they wouldn't have anything electronic there, I'll say. The flag above is pretty obviously shown, but the flag below has a tomb-like design, but it's a rather open area for firefights, so it's not like a tight close-quarter game like you see in other maps. In the guard post there will be stationary weapons for use pointing both ways. Now onto the great aspect of levolution, and the most obvious being having huge chunks of the wall collapse and create more pathways and a tactical approach. In achieving this levolution we could have structural weaknesses similar to the siege building inside the wall, so certain weak points in there where you just destroy and the wall will come collapsing down. Simple stuff. Another idea was to have something crash into the wall like a large gunship. Not only would that break up the wall, but it would also create extra firefight area in and around the gunship, and the spread of the levolution is greatly increased. How to trigger this? No clue. Maybe having unplayable gunship fly around that can be shot down, triggering the levolution. I'll leave the levolution ideas up to you. Tell me in the comments below. Next is dynamic weather. Should dynamic weather play a part in this map? I think it should. Heavy rain rolls in, creating fog, negating vision. This would be awesome to see in lush green forests. It could create small floods in the lower parts of the mountains or flood the reservoir, changing up that flag point. Vehicle play, all vehicles with the exception of watercraft obviously, because there'll be like next to no water around. Infantry play, both open areas and close quarters. Minor levolution, maybe collapsing small parts of the Great Wall, power outages, large trees falling over, shutters and gates, small fires, the list could go on really. And that's all I could really think of. I would have put up an actual design of this map to help your imagination along, but I'm a bit lazy this time around. The next concept coming up, I will definitely give it a try to give you guys a better idea what I'm talking about. So that's it guys, hope you've enjoyed this obvious concept for a map for China Rising DLC. I know it's probably not going to be in the DLC, but it's good to give guys some things to consider in the future, especially for Final Stand if need be. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. This is Baron signing off.